But I think I'll bet you that Illinois State, half of their rebounds were offensive rebounds.
2 players in foul trouble, 1 on each side. The 7-footer Braxic with 3. He failed to score in the first half for Illinois State. Tony Jackson, starter at guard for Depaul, also with 3 personal fouls.
Of course, Braxic only got 1 shot. That's a good indication of the job that Kevin Holmes did on him. He did not allow Braxic to even get the ball. Braxic will start the second half. And, you know, sometimes when guys don't score, as we talked about up front, they get frustrated the rest of their game. Braxic getting 3 fouls, a very integral part, obviously, of this ball club, because he is averaging 15.3 points a game and 6.5 rebounds.
Dallas Commerical, a perfect 3 out of 3 from the floor, 4 out of 4 at the free throw line, a team high of 10. Holmes and Lampley each had 6 for Depaul. Kevin Holmes led the Demons with 5 rebounds at halftime, and Rod Strickland, the freshman playmaker at point guard, had 5 assists despite the bad hand, and he's starting the second half.
I don't think that hand will really bother his assist, but it sure is bothering his shooting.
Yep.
He can't get the proper rotation off of it.
Lamone Lampley, who started, is not in the second half. Strickland jackknifed in the air and put in a little soft 6-footer. That's his second lane penetrator he's gotten tonight.
Well, those knuckleballs will go from 6 foot, but you get much farther than that and they won't.
6 points now for Rodney Strickland, and Depaul leads by 10.
Okay.
Anderson down to Sanders, who had 17 in the first half.
Kevin Holmes again on Brassic, not on Sanders.
Sanders, top of the key, as T. Green is going to take him defensively here in the second half. Taphorn on the right side to Anderson.
Of course, Joey really likes T. Green's defense, too.
Hollifield open from 18, rolls off, rebound, Kevin Holmes.
Great box out by Holmes. He just pushed Brassic clear underneath the basket.
Jackson into the lane, bumped by Taphorn, rolls off the front of the rim. Chased in the corner, picked up by Tony Hollifield of Illinois State. Now William Anderson with it. They open the second half as they started, with Hollifield, Sanders, and Braxic up front. Anderson and Taphorn at the guard. Braxic in tight, missed one from 6 feet away, but got hit on the arm, and he'll go to the line with a pair.
Well, Strickland got him from behind. I think Holmes and Commerical really had him in a lot of trouble. They had him almost out to about the 12-foot area, as you'll see here, fading away, and Strickland comes in, really not even a part of the defensive strategy on that play, and gets a reach-in foul. He'll learn as he goes on not to get involved in that kind of situation.
That's his 3rd foul. Braxic has made 9 of 14, 64% from the floor, and he has converted 55% of his shots from the floor, and he misses the first free throw. Still looking for that first point tonight. Big guy from Flanagan, Illinois. Average is 15.3, and he missed a pair, and the rebound comes down to Kevin Holmes, his 7th. Demons lead by 10 early in the second half. Strickland out front sets the play. Holmes pops out high. Jackson on the right wing. Into the paint. Strickland on the left side. Up with the jumper. Got it. Well, nothing bothered him that time. He's at 2 here.
That one had a little bit of spin on it.
8 points.
If you can get that ball to roll off those fingers and get a little rotation, maybe they taped it a little bit different at halftime.
Well, his average, his career high, he got 8 in the first game, and he's matched it here. There's a long jumper by Flanagan. Good. He's got 19.
That was Sanders.
Well, that's Sanders.
And that was Green in his face. Green did a nice job. Was right there. Sanders stuck it away. Sanders got a good basketball body. Kind of lanky, got long arms, can jump.
Had the point total right, wrong name. I meant to say Sanders. He's got 19. Holmes in heavy traffic, rimmed one off, and he's going to be called for on the baseline.
Well, it looked like he made a nice little move down there, but must have got that tootsie on the line. The referee right there to make the call.
Illinois State with the ball, down by 10. Anderson to Sanders. To Hollifield. Inside to Braxic. Oh, he was all alone. Lays it up and in. He almost waited too long, and Holmes over the top almost got a piece of it.
Well, he set a pick on that play, and then Kevin Holmes had to help a little bit. He slid down the lane, got good position, and there was nothing Kevin can do when he gets the ball. That's why he's trying to keep him from getting it.
Jackson double team along the baseline, looking for help. Out of Commerical.
Of course, right now, Tony Jackson at small forward, started the game at guard. And T. Green, the 2 freshmen, T. Green and Strickland at the guard.
Demons seem to be standing around a good bit on offense.
Well, they have been. As I indicated, they ran the offense very well the first 10 minutes, and then since then have not run it very well at all.
Holmes tipped up twice by Jackson, knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Depaul. Well, Jackson did a good job, 2nd and 3rd effort, trying to keep that ball alive after Holmes missed about an 18-footer out front. Baseline left, Terrence Green will inbound it for the Demons. Blue Demons of Depaul trying to go 3-0 in the new season. Jumper by Strickland, off the glass and in. He found his spot. That's his first double-digit game as a Demon. He's hit 6 of his 10 here in the second half.
He might tape that thing every game.
He might if he keeps shooting like that.
Basketball players been known to be superstitious.
Look at a guy that wrapped his own knee once for 4 years. Nothing wrong with it. Braxic, nice turnaround 15-footer. So the big guy is now awake and alive with 4 straight for Illinois State.
And he looked nice on that shot. Got off the snide off that little baby last time, that baby off the glass, and he looked nice on that turnaround jumper.
Strickland to Jackson on the left wing. Low post to Commerical. Oh, Dallas blew the layup. His first miss tonight.
Looked like he got fouled, but he's got to use the glass on that play.
Anderson with it now. Taphorn, left wing. Low post left to Braxic. Turn around to face the basket. He's 3 in a row, and they got a 6-point lead.
You knew once he got off the snide, you know, he'd come alive. You get a little confidence in yourself once you get that hoop.
2 shots from outside. Nice turnaround. Facing the basket shots. Inside, Holmes up and in off the glass.
Nice speed from T. Green down the baseline. Holmes got good position.
Holmes with 8. 40-32. Depaul leading here. 15:58 to go in the game. Illinois State on the attack.
2-3 zone by Depaul.
Holofield jumps off to Braxic on the way to the hole. No basket foul before he got there.
Another rule I don't like. They run a good play. They take, you know, make a nice move, and just because he gets fouled as he's shooting, or just barely before he gets the ball off, instead of getting 3 points, you get nothing.
We have a timeout here early in the second half at the Rosemont Horizon. The score, DePaul 40, Illinois State 32. Foul at the 15:52 mark.
Think she's a fan?
Oh, yeah.
DePaul everywhere.
Hey, his dad can still play. He came over and scrimmaged against DePaul a couple of years ago.
And my dad can still shoot. He can fill it up.
Illinois State with the ball, down by 8. Taphorn on the left wing. Out back to William Anderson.
DePaul in that 2-3 zone.
Anderson, left wing to Taphorn, 18-footer, got it. At Taphorn's second basket.
Well, Illinois State is within 6, but we got to understand that Brassic has his 4th foul. You know, he's got 3 hoops in a row. He'll probably tend to play a lot less aggressive now, both defensively and offensively.
Strickland hits his 4th basket in the second half as he knocks in a 5-footer from the right side. I guess that hand feels all right. He's got 12, his career high. 42-34. Taphorn on the right wing for Illinois State. He's swinging around his Sanders. He's in the hot hand tonight. Taphorn open again. Rims out this time. Holofield with a great rebound away from Kevin Holmes, and he fouls him. 3 fouls on Holmes.
Of course, Illinois State started the game rebounding very aggressive offensively, and have picked that up here in the second half.
His 3rd team foul.
Here you see Holofield, after he gets the rebound, fouled by Holmes. But you still have to fear, if you're an Illinois State fan, that Brassic has 4 fouls, and he is going to be a real... Oh, he's got 3?
Yeah, it's Jackson that picked up his 4th a moment ago. Holofield, who was the only scorer averaging more than 10 points a game other than Braxic, has been held to 3 tonight, and misses that first free throw. There's Marty Embry with the stiff lower back.
Where's the beef?
There is the beef.
There is the beef.
But it's on the bench tonight. Holofield hits his 2nd of 2, so he has 4 points, and it's a 7-point DePaul lead. Strickland, 8 of his 12 points here in the second half. He has 8 of the Demons' 10 points. Holmes has the only other basket. Nice inside pass from Commerical to Lampley, and Lamone missed it, and we got to scramble for a loose ball, and it'll go to DePaul on the alternate possession. Holmes and Braxic both hit the board. Oh, they give it to Illinois State. I don't remember DePaul getting a ball.
I don't either.
Maybe they had it to start second half, and I didn't take note.
Well, DePaul did get the ball starting the second half.
That's it then.
God, I'd like to see some more jump balls.
Sanders off the rim and out to the left. Commerical with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Green in the middle to Strickland. 3-on-2 break. In and out. Great body control. Wouldn't go. And William.
Well, despite the result, you saw the ball go to the wing to T. Green. Immediately, he got the ball in the middle where it should be on the fast break. Good execution, bad results.
Yep. Lightning Rod couldn't buy the roll that time. Holofield inside, stolen. Intended for Braxic, and Commerical with a great steal. And here come the Demons now, leading by 7. 13:50 to go.
They need to get the ball down to Dallas low. He needs to get back into the game offensively.
Strickland Back to Terrence Green. T. Green in the lane. Running 15-footer. Won't go. And a follow-through foul on Green. That's his second. 4th team foul on the Demons.
Well, it's pretty tough to get a foul when you're going sideways on a jump shot. Let's take a look at it. Arnie's got them all. That's a terrible call. That is a terrible call. The man, in fact, was off balance and just happened to get underneath him.
Well, he's got to have room to come down.
Yeah, that's a terrible call.
William Anderson out at the point for the Redbirds of Illinois State. They've hung tough.
You know, it's really strange. You never know when a call like that can turn a game around. That's why every call, despite the score, being a 7-point deficit is important.
Tried to go inside. The ball was tipped and stolen by Commerical again. Terrence Green backs in low on the right side. Now he'll bring it out and set it up.
I'm sure that may have caused him to be a little less aggressive right at that point. He didn't want to get another offensive foul.
Strickland works it to the left side. One-on-one clear out on Anderson, but he can't penetrate. Out of Lampley.
Good help by Taphorn on the weak side on Commerical.
Strickland again, head of the circle. Reverse dribble drive. Pull-up jumper short. That time he forced it, and it came down into the arms of Holofield, who was the leading rebounder for both ball clubs in the first half. He hadn't scored much tonight, but he's done a good job working the board. Anderson out front. Both teams have hit a lull here. Sanders. Oh, Anderson, well outside, knocks it in. His second basket. That was about a 20-footer.
That was all the way from Indianapolis. He is from Chicago in Indianapolis.
42-37. Illinois State has battled back to within 5. 12.5 to go in the game. Commerical takes the bounce pass out high. Too far away for Dallas to do any damage there. Out of Strickland.
Right now, Depaul's not doing a very good job setting picks for one another. They're just running through the offense instead of hitting somebody.
Lamont 15-foot jumper. And by it. Sanders with a rebound and travel coming out of there with it.
Well, that's a break for Depaul because Illinois State very, very aggressive on the boards right now. They have the momentum in this ballgame. They have a lot of life, and they think they can win.
42-37, Blue Demons. Baseline right, Depaul's ball with 12:13 to go. Strickland with a nice left-handed save with that long half-court bounce pass inbounds by Terrence Green. Strickland out front. Inside Lampley. They work it out front to Green. Now to Holmes, turnaround jumper. Short off the front of the rim. Ball knocked loose. And the little guy on the floor comes up with another loose ball rebound. He's had a couple this half.
Yeah, but again, 3 big Redbirds on that ball as it came off the board.
Sanders, short arms one. Here comes a long rebound at T. Green, 2-on-1. Strickland pulls up, shoots, and won't go. Rebound. Commerical fouled, and there's the 4th foul on Billy Braxton.
I thought he had it a while ago. Maybe wishful thinking on my part. That is his 4th. That's going to hurt. He's going to have to take him out of the game with 11:42 to go. Strickland a little shy here, a little gun shy because of the offensive fouls called tonight. Backs away. I thought he should have taken it aggressively to the basket. Brassic from behind. Tough call on Brassic. Could have gone either way. He goes out of the game with 4 fouls.
T. Green leaves at number 14 in white. Andy Louch, a 6'5" sophomore gunner from Immaculate Conception High School in Elmhurst, averaging 4 points in his 1 appearance so far. He is the designated shooter, but they haven't gotten him to shoot enough. Commerical's 4-4 at the line, misses badly the first one.
Well, Illinois State is sucking back into the middle in their man-to-man, helping on both Commerical and Lampley down low, so maybe Joey Meyer thinks Louch can loosen things up again with a couple jumpers.
Commerical knocks in the second. He's 5 out of 6. His first point in the second half, 11 for the game, and we have a timeout with Depaul leading 43-37. Blair Keel. He was the young man I was trying to remember who had been involved in a picture being taken for an advertisement.
Right.
He wasn't even aware of it.
Well,
we'd mentioned that he did not get paid for it. And of course, we're talking in reference to this terrible 1-game suspension handed out to
Steve Alford
of Indiana, costing him a game with Notre Dame or
Kentucky tonight. Of course, they're tied at half, 32-all. Shot
blocked underneath by Commerical as Holofield tried to muscle it up and in. Here come the Demons leading by 6. Strickland out front. Commerical open from the right wing.
Bingo! Oh.
Off the front of the iron. Louch battles for it. Knocked loose to Taphorn. Demons get back quickly, though.
Illinois State, a very smart club, always playing under control.
Taphorn on the left wing. Anderson on the weak side to Sanders. Back to Anderson. Taphorn doesn't take the shot over Commerical, but Anderson will. He made one from out there a moment ago. Long rebound comes out to Strickland. Lightning rod wheels through the lane and dribbles out back to set it up. Demons only 33% on 5 of the first 15, while Illinois State stayed hot with 6 out of 10 to stay close in the game, and we get a baseline foul on Illinois State.
Good position by Commerical. Just couldn't get it up on the glass.
Grundy comes back in. Stanley Grundy, 6'6", 200-pound freshman.
They're not in the bonus, so they'll take it out. Watch what happens on this play. Grundy will come up and they're going to run a different out-of-bounds play.
Foul number 2 on Derek Sanders. Only the second team foul on the Redbirds. 43-37 Depaul. 10:40 to go in the game. Laux on the right wing. Commerical back to Andy Laux from the right corner. That's what they bring him in for.
Nothing but nylon on that one.
Andy Laux drills a 17-footer from the right baseline corner. The Demons have an 8-point lead.
That's what coach has got him in there to do. Hit some of those jumpers, loosen things up a little bit for the big guys so they can get it back down low.
Taphorn, left side. There's the jumper by Sanders. Well, he's cooled off. Rebound comes down to Rod Strickland. Depaul now with a chance to stretch their lead to 10. Strickland left side. Out front, Commerical, 15-footer.
Oh, nice tip by Lampley.
Ramon Lampley tipped in his first basket of the second half, his 4th goal of the game. He's got 8, and Depaul leads by 10 as we head to the last 10 minutes.
Illinois State slows it down. Depaul to get a little bit more aggressive here defensively. They got him on a run a little bit.
Sanders can't shoot out front to Taphorn. Anderson in low. There was a walk by Holifield. Got away with it. They're going to call a foul on Lampley.
Here's Lampley. I'm sure the family went crazy on this one. Boxed out nicely by Holifield, but he just goes up and over and tips it in from the other side of the hoop. You know, it was a nice job by Illinois State. You know, with the crowd into the ball game, they're 10 down. Couple of hoops by Depaul real quick. They came down. They're a very young ball club, and they moved that ball around and got it to the man they wanted to, Holifield. Of course, you know, Brassick's out of the game with 4 fouls. They got it to Holifield. They did a nice job, kept their composure.
And Holifield misses the first free throw off the front of the rim. He has now missed 3 out of 5. Strickland sits down with 8 of his 12 points here in the second half. He had 5 assists in the first half. T. Green has come back into the fray. Depaul by 10. Holifield looking for his 5th point of the game. And he missed a pair, and Grundy comes down with a rebound. Neither club has shot their free throws well at all tonight.
Well, they needed those free throws, too. A hoop here puts them in a little bit of trouble.
Demons by 10. We're in the final 10 minutes of play. Laux hands it off to Terrence Green. T. Green to the left side.
Watch Illinois State really help each other.
Oh, he traveled.
He did. He took a little walk.
He should have just taken the shot. That's what he's in there for.
Hey, especially you hit that first one. Nobody's going to holler at you for taking the second one, no matter where you are. You know, Illinois State does a very nice job helping each other defensively. They're really slacking off the weak side and helping to put the big guys down low.
Well, they're going to put Braxic back in there in a moment.
It's about right. It's about 8-9 minutes. They probably feel they need him at this point to win the ball game. If they don't have him, if he fouls out, they don't have. If he's on the bench, they don't have him. If he fouls out, they don't have him.
Taphorn out front. Redbirds working the clock down. Out of the right corner. Jeff Harris thought about it and then decided to pass up the shot.
They're still keeping their composure, though. They're not putting up a bad shot.
15 seconds to go on the 45-second shot clock. T. Green tried for the steal. Now they got an overload, but they didn't take advantage of it.
I thought Harris would have taken that shot.
Long shot by Sanders. Oh, he rolls in a 20-ball
over the rim. When you're hot, you're hot. 8-point deficit now for Illinois State.
21 for Sanders. He put that one up from about 22 feet out with a hand right between his eyes. Laux in the right corner. Goes inside and said to Commerical. He got it. Basket count. Great assist feed by Laux. And Commerical a chance for the three-point play.
Well, again, I thought Illinois State did a nice job defensively. You'll see Derek Sanders coming over from the weak side to help right where he's supposed to be. Commerical just kind of slithered through the 3 men, got it up on the glass, and drew the foul.
Foul is on Pemberton, his second, and a 3rd team foul on the Red Redbirds. So now Commerical, who has netted 5 of 6 from the free throw line, will be looking for his 6th free throw and his 14th point. In and out. Braxic with a rebound. 49-39 Depaul. 8 minutes to go. Harris in the right corner. Takes the shot over Commerical. Got it. Jeff Harris, first basket.
Well, he passed up a better shot than that a while ago. Yeah. He pulled up that, took that one.
Maybe he had a telegram message. That one was going to be good. Sometimes, you know, as a shooter, you knew it was going to be good before you let it go.
It's a feel.
Green passed up a shot, goes inside to Lampley, who blew the layup, follows it up and in. Grundy.
I think Lampley was so wide open he didn't know what to do. Great pass from T. Green. Led him right to the basket.
Now the youngster, Stanley Grundy, knocks in his first basket on the great follow-up, and it's 51-41. Taphorn, Harris on the right wing. Back to Taphorn at the top of the circle. Jump pass on the left side, Sanders open. Missed badly this time. Braxic couldn't hold it, and Andy Laux came up with a rebound, and now Green will walk it up. Depaul with a 10-point lead at the 7-minute mark. Lampley out high. Lamone looking cross court. Instead goes to Laux. Open from the left corner. Off the rim and out to the right. Yanked down by Commerical to score. 15 for Dallas.
Taking nothing away from Dallas. He's got Brassic at a little disadvantage with 4 fouls, but Brassic's got to get in it now or the Redbirds will be out of it. Well, here's Comegie's last play. Depaul moved the ball very nicely to get Laux the jumper. He hit that jumper from the other corner. There's Comegie's and Brassic. Brassic really can do nothing there. You see him back off. He doesn't want that 5th foul. But I think at this point, being 12 down, he's got to play with reckless abandon or they're not going to be in the game anyway.
Joe McConnell along with Johnny Mengel. We're glad you're with us here in the Midwest tonight at the Horizon. 53-41 Depaul. Illinois State ball. Matt Taphorn out front. Derek Sanders, who's had the hot hand with 21 to lead both clubs, takes the ball on the left wing. Back to Taphorn on the right side to Harris. He hit his last shot from there. In the middle, ball knocked loose by Lamone Lampley, but it comes right back.
Lamone wanted that one. He wanted to stop.
Harris on the right wing. They're trying to set up Braxic in low, but he's covered front and back by Commerical and Lampley. Long jumper, good by Jeff Harris. He's hit 2 in a row.
They're going to have to come out and pick him up a little bit now. He's a good shooter. He's got the feel and confidence. He's going to put him up from out there.
Well, he's a 69% shooter coming in tonight.
Uh-oh. Laux throws it away. Good defense by Holifield, overplaying.
This one, it looks like the Demons are on the verge of blowing out Illinois State. A couple of clutch baskets by the Redbirds, coupled with a couple of mistakes by the Demons, and it's a game again.
Illinois State's been playing some aggressive man-to-man defense, and I haven't seen Depaul backdoor yet. I think they need a backdoor play to relieve some of that pressure. Even if you're unsuccessful, sometimes it'll make that defensive man play a little bit off of you.
Out front, Harris from the point, in and out this time. Rimmed out, and home to the big rebound. Terrence Green into the forecourt. Now to Laux, and he backs away. 5.5 to go. Depaul with a 10-point lead in the ball. 30 seconds on the 45-second shot clock. Lampley underneath. In and out. And we get a foul on the rebound. It'll be on Holmes, and that's going to be 4 on Kevin Holmes.
Well, Lamone got good position, not quite enough muscle.
That's 16 fouls on the Demons. Donewald, his club now, will be in the bonus on the next foul against Depaul. 4 fouls on Holmes, and Jackson already on the bench with 4.
Strickland Comegie's back into the ball game.
William Anderson across the timeline.
3 freshmen in the ball game for Depaul.
May see that a lot this year. And they've got 4 signed for next year already. Stolen. T. Green took the ball away from William Anderson on the drive. He shovels and scores off the glass.
Well, he had the angle there so aggressively he took the ball to the basket.
Only the youngster's second field goal, but a big one. 55-43 Depaul. Less than 5 minutes to go. Harris. Anderson. William Anderson dribbles out front. Now to Jeff Harris on the right side. They look for Braxic in the middle, but too tight to go inside with it. Harris in the right wing. Wants to go baseline to Holifield, but they can't get it in there. They move it out front. Harris gets the return pass from...
Well, he wanted to put that one up, just didn't get it just right.
Sanders in the lane, double pumps, once, twice, bounce pass in low to Braxic, lays it up and in.
Now, good patience by Illinois State. I don't think they can do that every time down the floor. They use 35 seconds of the clock. They're down 10 with 4:15 to go.
8 points for Billy Braxic, all here in the second half. I thought he might have been in the lane a little long that time, but no call was made. Strickland wheels and deals and goes baseline. Little push shot. He goes for his own rebound and into...
Well, I'm sure
to get it.
Joey would like to see a little more patience offensively at this point. Make sure they get a good shot down low with an opportunity to draw the foul.
Low-scoring game here tonight. 55-45 Depaul, 3:50 to go. Demons stay in that zone. Harris inside to Hollifield.
Well, Depaul's getting a little lazy defensively right now. You know, sometimes the zone will do that to you. I might put a man-to-man back in just to pump him up and get him back into the ball game.
And Joey Watson gets a timeout. 3.5 minutes to go. DePaul 55, Illinois State 47.
Where do you get all those tickets?
I don't know. I think Arnie got him into the game tonight. All right. DePaul with the ball. 8-point lead. 3:30 to go. Don't forget our next DePaul telecast Tuesday night. Western Michigan, the Broncos right here as the Demons try to gain a major revenge for a 1-point upset loss in the hands of the Broncos at Kalamazoo last year. Then on Thursday night next we'll be down in Houston against Guy Lewis's Cougars.
Big transition here for DePaul. There's 19 left on the shot clock. Of course, you can't hold the ball this year because of the 45-second shot clock. Not shut off. They need a hoop here, at least a good effort at it.
Holmes out front to Green. Now
7 seconds to go.
He works one-on-one. Got around Taphorn. Scub. Oh, what a super-duper.
Now the freshman just took the ball, took it right to the hoop, took it on his own to score a big play by Green.
8 points for the freshman. Inside, Hollifield. Up and in, using the glass on the left side. And a foul was called.
Now let's take a look at Green. 8 seconds left on the clock. He went into his one-on-one move. Kind of slithers in there. I don't know why Hollifield backed out of the way. He had pretty good position on Green. Maybe he was afraid he was going to dish it off.
Holmes just fouled out on that play. So Kevin is gone. He had 8 points. He had 5 rebounds at half and at least 3 here in the second half. But he has fouled out with 2:45 to go.
Ever since DePaul got 12 points up, they've fallen asleep defensively. 3 easy hoops against that zone defense.
57-49. Don't forget a reminder tonight following this ball game, we're going to have the championship game of the Illinois Classic with the Illini against Utah State.
2:43 to go. Illinois State not picking up defensively full court. 7-point lead for the Blue Demons.
9 points now for Hollifield. 3 on that last play. Strickland out front. Out of Green.
Oh, they'll run the clock down. He may have traveled there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah. Running out there to catch the ball the way he did. Strickland works to the left side. 24 seconds on the shot clock.
It's way too early to go for the shot. Oh, my goodness. I'm sure Joey.
Pass. Taphorn picked it up. 2-on-2 break. Down the left side. Tried to reverse dribble. And did he walk? Yes, he did.
See, that's a little inexperience there. Of course, all the players are inexperienced as far as it goes for the shot clock.
Oh, Donewald is really heated, but I really felt like Taphorn shuffled his feet as he tried one of those inside reverse pivots between 2 DePaul defenders.
Well, he thinks he probably got shoved on the play, which there's been a lot of contact here tonight.
Well, he's really working over Tommy O'Neill of the Missouri Valley, the trailing official. We're at the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, they need to hold the ball. They need to run the clock down. I think that last time, Grundy, really wasn't aware of the situation. He's only a freshman. Wasn't aware that there was a 5-point deficit in the clock. You got to be aware of all these things when you're in a ball game like this.
We have a timeout taken by Bob Donewald. And with 1:59 to go, we have a 7-point game. The foul was on Taphorn his second, but that's only the 4th team foul against the Redbirds, so they've got a couple to give, in effect, if they want to gamble on defense to try to get a steal here.
Well, one of the things they want to do, though, Joey, if they gamble, they want to gamble early in the 45-second clock, because when you do foul within the 45 seconds, whether it's 44 or 1, it is completely reset to the 45 seconds. So if they're going to gamble, they want to gamble like when the ball comes in.
Yeah, make a quick foul.
On the other hand, that not having the bonus in effect might play to a disadvantage of them, because you want to sometimes put a team on a free throw line hoping you'll miss them. So you may see Coach Donewald use those fouls right now aggressively playing defense as the ball comes in bounds for 2 reasons. One, so DePaul will get into the bonus, and secondly, so the clock will not run down any when he takes his fouls.
A couple of scores from around the world of college basketball this afternoon. As we mentioned, Notre Dame beat Loyola at South Bend today, 71-58. And Louisville in the top 10. Ripped Purdue. The Boilermakers had had good luck against the Louisville Cardinals the last few years, but Louisville beat Purdue today, 77-58. Gene Katie's got a good young ball club, but they had an education this afternoon.
Well, there's Joey. He's describing, first of all, how he wants to get the ball in bounds. I've seen a lot of ball games lost trying to get the ball in bounds over there on the side court, because you have to understand that the half-court line in pro game, what I played recently, is the defensive man. However, in college basketball, you can go behind that, which makes it a little bit easier.
57-50, less than 2 minutes to go here. The Demons trying to hang on to their, what would be their third consecutive victory, their second home court win after they plastered St. Francis of New York here on Wednesday night, 93-48. They held on, of course, to beat Northern in our first Depaul telecast by 2. And now we get another timeout as Lampley apparently couldn't find anybody open and quickly called another timeout to keep possession.
Well, one of the things that you have to teach young college players to do on this particular situation is you have to go hit somebody so somebody can spring open and get the ball. Illinois State plays good defense. They're not going to allow the ball to come in there that easily, especially this time of the game. They're going to be all over them.
Chuck Swirsky from the radio side gives us a final score. We had talked about the Alfred one-game suspension. Well, maybe it was the difference tonight, because Kentucky defeated Indiana 63-58 in Alfred's absence.
Well, I was so tough on the NCAA in the first half, I'm not saying anything now. 5 points, that's Steve Alford's worth at least that.
I would think. His father was the outstanding basketball player at Franklin College when I was an undergrad there.
Of course, my brother went to Franklin College, was a little All-American football player there. Now a doctor in our hometown of Elwood, Indiana.
A couple of Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened to me. 57-50 to score. The Demons trying to hang on here. 1:59 to go. Now they've used up 2 of their 4 timeouts in that one span. I think they have 1 left.
Well, let's see if Depaul can get the ball in bounds this time.
All right, Lamone Lampley will put it in play. Midcourt across the way. They break Comegees out high. Gives it back to Lamone now. He's got to get the ball out of there. Give it to a guard, and he does.
Now, Comegees shouldn't have given it back to Lamone. You'll hear about that after the game. 37 on the shot clock.
Jackson on the right wing. He's been saddled with early foul trouble tonight. Now to Strickland's had a great second half.
Of course, he's got 3 guards in the ball game. 2 freshmen, though, inexperienced. Tony Jackson, a senior.
They're going to be experienced before long. They're going to take them long to get much experience.
Baptism by fire. I don't think. I wasn't sure Jackson had a dribble. He kind of bobbled the ball there. Could have been determined by the official that it was a dribble, but it wasn't. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Green.
Got to do something now.
He'll go one-on-one again. He did it
right
once.
Side clear out. He knocked down a man on the way to the hoop, but they call a blocking foul on Illinois State. It's on Sanders. Nope, make it Anderson.
Well, they're just holding the ball, waiting for the shot clock to go to 8 or 9, and then T. Green seems to spread the floor. As you can see, go one-on-one. Comegee's kind of posting up down there, but Green figures he took it before. He'll take it again. It'll just be the ball out of bounds underneath the hoop, but you got to understand the clock is reset. Sometimes, you know, even the coaches are inexperienced using the clock, and maybe they should have fouled a lot earlier in that transition.
You're going to take Braxic out. They put Todd Starks, who's about 9 inches shorter and a lot more mobile in there now to try to play defense. Strickland out front with it. 57-50 Depaul. 1:13 to go. 39 on the shot clock.
I think they need to get aggressive right here and try to steal the ball, because otherwise they're not going to get back in the game.
They got another foul to take if they want to gamble, and you're right, they're foolish for running down the clock or allowing Depaul to run down the clock. Double team, now they get the foul. Caphorn. His third.
It's not a one-on-one yet.
No. One more. The next one will put the Demons at the line. This is the 6th team foul.
See, I would have taken those 2 fouls very quickly both times, not allowing the clock to run down. Now you're down to a minute, and you got 45 seconds on the shot clock, so they're going to have to foul again to put Depaul on the line to even have a chance.
Strickland out front with it. No, they're just not coming out. You figure their only chance is to foul now.
I don't understand that. You got to go after it. You got to go after it if you're Illinois State.
Caphorn bumps him from behind, but no call.
You don't foul intentionally, but you go after the ball.
Green to Jackson.
Right there, double team aggressive.
There they do.
See, you got no harm. You swat, try to get the ball away. If you get a break, the ball bounces away, you got it. Otherwise, you foul, put them on the line, and hopefully they miss the free throws, you get a chance.
Caphorn's 4th. And now with a 17th foul against Illinois State here in the second half. Depaul will shoot the 1-on-1 in the person of Tony Jackson. Braxic comes back in. Jeff Harris comes back in. But they wasted about 45 seconds of game clock taking those 3 fouls.
Well, at least, because they wasted 45 the first time. Green shot the ball or tried to shoot the ball with about 5 seconds to go. And then they lost it a while. Lost about 20 that time.
Our True Value hardware store player just walked out. We'll mention him in a moment here. Tony Jackson at the line. Tony is 0 for 2 at the stripe tonight. Pushes that one in, and that's his 3rd point. He was the starter tonight with Strickland sitting out at the start with that very sore right index finger. Loucks is back in. 58-50 Depaul. 38 seconds to go. Jackson looking for his 4th point of the night. 9-point Depaul lead. Sanders out front. Inside to Braxic, a leaning corner, blocked by Commerical, and tackled in the backcourt by Taphorn was T. Green, and that's 5 fouls on Matt Taphorn. Well, there's a look at tonight's True Value hardware store player of the game. Rod Strickland got a check for $100 to be presented to DePaul University, courtesy of True Value hardware stores. The money collected from the True Value Player of the Game Award goes to the Ray Meyer Scholarship Fund. And, of course, this fund was established in the name of Coach Meyer for the purpose of DePaul University athletic scholarships. Again, Rod Strickland, our True Value Player of the Game. Strickland with 12 points, 8 in the second half.
Commerical on the block shot. I think that's his 3rd for the game.
I think so.
And, you know, what's so good about block shots is you see Green shooting the ball with...
Might affect the next 8 shots taken.
That's right. Plus you get a fast break a lot of times, too, off those. You get a transition. You see T. Green shooting the ball with no one down the floor. I guess Joey Meyer says, hey, I don't want anybody to get a foul. I don't want the clock stopped.
Well, Terrence missed his first 2. He's hit 3 in a row, and now 4 straight, and he has his 2nd highest scoring game. He had 12 against St. Francis the other night, 10 tonight. 61-50 Depaul. Their biggest lead was 12. They lead by 11 with 25 seconds to go. Anderson, 22-footer, yes, nothing but net. And another quick timeout by Donowald on William Anderson's 6th point. And this will be about the last gasp for the Redbirds with 22 seconds to go. They trail by 9.
Well, he called timeout that time. He wants to stop the clock. He's going to save himself 5 seconds. He might have realized that he wasted about a minute a while ago. He's just trying to save the 5 seconds that the Blue Demons would probably take getting the ball in, and the clock would be running. Here, it's not going to be running. He'll get a chance to set up his defense, and he'll probably try to foul immediately as the ball comes in bounds.
Reminder, we've got coming up from Champaign, the Fighting Illini against Utah State in the championship game of the Illini Classic. They'll be looking for their 7th straight tournament victory there. They've never lost. The tough news is the fact that Altenberger looks like he may have to be redshirted this year. He's got to make up his mind the next couple of games whether they're going to redshirt him or not. And Lou Henson, and the youngster who is really maybe the best all-around player on the Illinois team, just hasn't responded to arthroscopic surgery, and it's a shame, but it looks like they may hold him back for a year.
Yeah, well, to all those who know a lot about basketball, they know that Altenberger is the heart of that ball club. He's a gutsy guy. He can shoot it, but he's also the heart. He hustles. He stays after it. He's the leader. And that could hurt him. He needs to be on that team this year. They've got a shot at winning it all if they can come around and get those big guys to play with him leading the team.
The oddity is he re-injured that knee at Peoria Richwood High School, where he started as a high school player.
Ooh, that was risky.
Yeah, bad pass, but T. Green took it away from 2 defenders. And he's knocked down. He'll go to the free throw line with 17 seconds to go. Foul on Sanders, and that's Derek's 3rd.
Most of the time in that situation, you want to do one of 2 things. You want to throw the ball to a guy coming to it. He's got to meet the ball. He's got to come and get it. Or you might fool him and get a guy streaking all the way to the other end of the floor. That does 2 things.
That's a post pattern.
Yeah, well, you get the ball from your end of the floor, get it out of the way, and if you do throw it away, at least they're just bringing it down while you're set up defensively. They make a steal down here on a play like that, they can get a quick basket and turn the game around very quickly.
Good game for Dallas Commerical, 15, but a quiet game for Dallas. Terrence Green. Now, if he can hit both ends of this free throw up, for goodness sake, it matches career high early in his career, but he missed the first one. Stark throws one up off the glass. Battle for. Loucks goes for it. Andy double teamed and hacked. Oh, they roll him on the baseline. They'll give it to Illinois State after he got a finger in the eye. 6 seconds to go. This one's over. Depaul leading by 9. On to their 3rd straight.
He's giving Donowald one back.
All right. right inside the Holofield. Lays it up and in. 11 points. And Donowall calls another timeout with 4 seconds to go with a 61-54 margin here.
Well, the fans are booing, but he'll probably send them right back out. He knows there's no strategy to be had here. He just wants to get a guy into the ball game. He got him in. That's all he's looking for.
So the Demons will put it in play. Lamone Lampley throws a long pass down court. Jackson will never get that one. And Sanders got to screen him away.
Oh, I thought he hit it off Sanders' knee, but they're going to give it to Illinois State out of bounds. No, you don't take it back here when you hit the ball down there.
Somebody hit it out. Yeah, somebody on the floor hit it, but they're going to bring it down unless they rule it was out of bounds before anybody touched it.
Yeah, he ruled it was the guy hit the ball. You don't take it all the way back.
Tommy O'Neill's talking it over with Verl Sell now.
Yeah. The clock started, so you gotta.
Well, of course, the clock shouldn't start until somebody touches the ball in bounds.
2 seconds ran off the clock. You know the clock started, therefore the ball has to be taken out on the end of the floor.
Now they're resetting.
Now it says 0-0. I guess we'll have to roll it back to 3 seconds.
They're going to mess up my 9:30 departure time here yet.
Well, yeah, we'll call O'Hare. We'll get him to hold it. And now we got 4 seconds on the clock.
They split the difference. Pass knocked loose, stolen away by Jackson. Throws it down to the far end. Hits the top of the board. The game is over. And Depaul makes it 3-0 at the start of the 85-86 season by defeating Illinois